If you're a custom home builder, remodeler, or general contractor doing 1 to 10 million per year in revenue, but still working 60-plus hour weeks, just wearing too many hats in the business, and wondering why there's just never enough profit left over, despite all that hard work, then I want to invite you to a free, no-obligation game plan call. Now, from this call, you'll walk away with 3 key outcomes. Number 1, we'll identify the most urgent systems that your business is missing that are costing you the most time, money, and stress right now. Maybe you're spending weekends pricing jobs for prospects who are never serious buyers. Or maybe your foreman or super is calling you 12 times a day because he doesn't have a clear process to follow. Or maybe your office manager is missing key invoices, progress claims, variations, and change orders. Or maybe you're lying awake at 2 a.m. wondering if there's enough in the account to cover Friday's payroll because a major progress payment got delayed. Look, we'll work with you and pinpoint the highest priority systems from our roadmap to install next. Look, whether that's sales and marketing system, so you're booked 6 to 12 months in advance with your ideal type of work, priced at 20% plus gross margin, and you stop wasting time quoting people who are never serious about signing up with you. Or maybe it's team hiring and management systems, so you can stop wearing all the hats. Stop being the bottleneck to every question and problem. Finally build a team with clear roles, processes, and KPIs that you can trust to handle daily operations without you having to micromanage every detail. Or it could be operational systems, both on-site and in the office, that prevent cost blowouts, delays, and mistakes that kill your margins and your reputation. Or it could be numbers and pricing systems, so you actually understand your true costs, price jobs correctly, and protect your profits throughout the build, so your bank balance goes up every month. Now, result number 2, we'll show you how to get your numbers inside our golden ratios. So on this call, we'll review your financials and compare them to other building companies similar to yours and to our TPB golden ratios, which are 20 to 25% gross profit, 8 to 12% overheads, and 10% plus net profit. If you're like many builders before they work with us, then you might be sitting closer to 5 to 10% gross margin without even realizing it. Maybe you're confusing markup with margin, or you're just not recovering your overheads and your pricing. Or maybe you're giving away variations and change orders because you don't have a system to capture them. Look, by getting their numbers inside the golden ratios, our members finally pay themselves a proper owner's salary of $150,000 to $200,000 plus for actually running the company, plus quarterly profit distributions on top of their salary. Look, real money you can put toward a rental property, a new vehicle, that boat you've been looking at, or that long overdue family overseas vacation. Plus, you'll have the cash flow and confidence to hire that next team member to take more off your plate, whether that's a project manager, an office manager, an estimator, or someone else. Now, result number 3, we'll show you how to reclaim your personal time. Our members typically reclaim a full day per week within 90 days of implementing these strategies. So what we'll do is we'll identify which tasks you're doing that should be handled by your team, which decisions you're making that should follow a documented process, and which low-value activities you can just cut altogether. What you do with your time is totally up to you. Typically, our members will be dropping the kids at school in the morning instead of leaving before they wake up. Or they'll be taking 2-week vacations without checking their phone every hour as their team handles the day-to-day operations. Or they'll be reconnecting with their spouse, their friends, their hobbies, going to the gym again, everything that was sacrificed when the business consumed their entire lives. Now, why can we make those promises? Well, just look at our track record. We've personally worked with over 3,000 residential building company owners all over the world since 2004. Guys like John Fuller from Houston, who grew from 1.8 million to 3.6 million in just 12 months. And then you've got Ben from Orlando, who slashed his work week from 70 hours to 40 hours. Or Bruce and Blake from Nova Scotia, who cut their weekend work while delivering 15% more projects. So if you've heard enough and are ready to claim your free game plan call, click below to schedule a time. The first call is just 15 minutes, where we'll confirm your details and make sure we can actually help you. Because we're not the right fit for everyone, and we'll tell you directly if that's the case. Then, if it makes sense, we'll book a second call for your game plan session. This is where you'll discover which systems to install first based on your specific situation, how to get your numbers inside the golden ratios, and how to structure your business around your ideal lifestyle. Now, we only run 12 of these sessions each week, and they book out fast. So look, if you're serious, click the button below and lock in your spot now. But if you want to know why these game plans are so effective for building company owners, here are 2 reasons. First reason, No one sees inside more residential building companies than us. We've worked directly with over 3,000 building companies at every level, from startups to 50 million plus revenue. Custom home builds, remodels, additions and extensions, restorations, conversions, modular and prefab, passive homes, small towns, suburbs, major cities, upmarkets. We've seen it all. What this means is that we can quickly identify and show you which systems to install first for maximum impact. We've already seen exactly what works and what doesn't work for building companies like yours. This allows you to skip the expensive trial and error and jump straight to the systems and strategies that are already proven to work. Now, the second reason, your game plan is 100% customized to your goals and ideal lifestyle. We call this your BMD, your business maturity date, and it's the specific point where your business is set up exactly how you want it. Look, this isn't a cookie-cutter plan. We'll map out what salary do you want to be paid. Most of our members target $150,000 to $200,000, but maybe you want more. What size team do you need to get there? How many guys are on the tools? How many in the office? And what roles need to be filled? What role do you actually want to play in the business? Doing sales only, running projects, managing the team, or installing a GM and being completely removed from the business? And how many days a week do you want to work? 5, 4, 3? And what's your exit strategy? Do you want to sell in 5 years, structure a buy-in with a key team member, pass it to your kids, keep it forever and just take profit distributions? What are your larger long-term goals? Maybe property development, spec builds, starting a second company, opening another location, and most importantly, exactly which systems, hires, and actions will get you there in the shortest time possible. Look, you've probably been working hard for years. You've sacrificed weekends, you've missed school events and sports games, stayed up until midnight or later pricing jobs that went nowhere, stressed about payroll, put your family second more times than maybe you'd like to admit. Look, you didn't start a building company to be chained to it. You started it for freedom, for income, to build something you're proud of, to provide for your family, to be your own boss. But somewhere along the way, the business might have become the boss of you instead. So if you're ready to stop playing on hard mode and figuring this out alone, and start using systems and strategies that are already working for 3,000 plus builders just like you, fill in the form below, book your free game plan call right now. We offer these sessions for free because after the call, some builders want to continue working with us one-on-one to help implement the game plan we put together. And look, if that's the case, we have a few different options available for that. But there's absolutely no obligation. And if we can't help you, we'll tell you straight up. We're not here to waste our time or yours. Now, a fair warning, this isn't for everyone. If you're under $1 million in revenue, not in residential construction, or not willing to put in 5 hours a week to implement new systems, this probably isn't the right fit. But look, now, if you've got a team and you're doing at least $1 million in revenue, and you're ready to build a business that pays you properly and gives you your life back, click the Book Your Game Plan call button below, fill in the application form, then book in a time for that initial 15-minute call, and we'll speak to you soon.